One might perhaps ask if there thing that I would say are more absurd than others. Some parts that really stands out, and yes, there is very much so. And perhaps the most striking thing is that it's such a waste, complete waste. It's not just a zero-sum game that shit happens and things go wrong. It's a fabricated false or made artificial problem that's not even defined, that drags more and more functions and individuals into this whirlwind, and for no reason. I mean, that's so bizarre, because otherwise you say, yeah, it's human greed or lust for power, but no single actor will gain anything from its kind of situations, because you created a problem where, to start with, in the first place, there were no actual problems. And apart from those specific individuals that the whole set of myths, or this mythological fabric, is spun around, weaved around, having their lives more or less wrecked, or maybe families split, and all that sort of stuff. Reasoning it one half step higher than that, there are individuals, the potential of those individuals. What would they perhaps have had that they could have contributed to society with, on a personal level, to other individuals, personal qualities and such. Those things will be pretty much erased and maybe forever lost. And not only that, also when humans are transformed into cases, they will be subject of all sorts of actions from society, and those things are never cheap. Maybe social isolation, marginalizations, stuff, and rehab related stuff, huge economical values completely wasted for no reason, actually. So why do those things happen? I'm not even close to approaching an answer to that question. I'm still just asking. Then those professionals, those individual professionals becoming involved, one might say, yeah, at least it might have some educational value to them. They might gain some professional experience. Not likely, because, like I said, those are artificial problems, and whatever experience you might have gained, would say that only applicable to other artificial situations. So to make any use of it, you will need to keep producing problems. Yeah, but you also create employment, and that's absurd. It's about as relevant as suggesting healthcare to have factories where they fabricate lethal viruses to employ healthcare workers. It may be that the economical system in practice functions that way, but nevertheless it's too absurd to be taken into consideration. Then, because you need to admit that it's about living individuals making actual choices. They make decisions that will affect other living humans. And why are they doing this? Maybe you might say that at some point things run out of control. It's like this great machine, Orgasmatron, like I called it, and it becomes unstoppable, and it becomes a matter of just adapting to the situation. To some degree, true. Some might also say that being a bit Machiavellian or something, that the cost for society admitting an error at that stage would create more problem than it solves. Might to some degree be true. It's just that this thing about a machine living its own life, no, there's always a possibility to take control. People just won't, and this the interests of individual professionals. You might say that it's about guild spirit, guild solidarity or something, and I made this bit embarrassing error this time, and they cover up for me, so I don't need to be executed. And next time it might be one of the others, and then I will be the one covering up. And you keep your facade clean and without any visible cracks. It's just that in this kind of situations where so many actors, so many functions and individuals, private individuals as well as professional, will be dragged into this social tornado. In the end, no matter how well you clean it up and keep your facade flawless, there will in the end still be all those there will be signs all over you. These kind of things leave tracks, and as soon as observed by anyone outside this specific little duck pond, when someone becomes aware of some of these tracks, stumbles upon some of these loose ends, broken logic, they will start following this track or this thread, and out comes this stinking package, human stupidity or whatever, and then people will be lined up against some wall, and there comes some critical and choleric critical social journalist pop, and starts confronting, and when that happens, it's not gonna be me or any of the others having been involuntarily dragged into this kind of situation. It's gonna be you who get that microphone jammed up your asshole